Yeah, I thought start to finish, I thought we had a really complete performance on both sides of the ball. Defensively, I felt like we were, really locked in, communicated much better today, um, and dominated the boards 43-20. So really good from start to finish. Offensively, I thought we executed well. These two were highly efficient offensively in their time. Janae, 5 of 7, didn't get sped up, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Nice, okay. And then Jenna, one of her more efficient offensive games of the year, 8 of 13 from the floor. Didn't miss a three, and couldn't get to the free throw line, huh?
No.
Right. So, but real a great job by the whole team. These two were probably our most efficient players overall, and then Bridget close to another double-double again with 8 points and 11 rebounds. So start to finish great, 90% from the floor in the fourth quarter. And overall, I mean, you talk about players, individual players, if they can be over 40% from the three-point line, over 50% from the floor, and over 90% from the free throw line. It's a phenomenal stat line. We did that as a team today. So really good in all areas.
Jenna, Coach alluded to it, perfect from beyond the arc, but just the stat stuffing game across the board, what was working?
Everything.
Yeah, everything. But yeah, this was a big game for me because last game I was really frustrated with myself. I try to focus on defense and let that fuel my offense, but last game against Ball State, I wasn't getting what I wanted offensively, and I let that affect my defense in a negative way. So I really tried to get back to that tonight and focus on defense and let that lead to offense.
Yeah, so Janae, it seemed early on in that game, in the first half, that the offense was kind of flowing in the paint, pushing the ball towards there and letting you and Riley get to work. What do you say about that strategy?
I think it opens up a lot more for the floor. Whether it's just for the post players or kicking the ball out and getting open threes, I think it just makes more space and it gets the defense moving.
And then Jenna, in that third quarter, you kind of reap the benefits of that. Obviously, a lot of 3-point attempts, shot attempts. You got it going inside some layups. What do you say about that?
Yeah, that's just something that I think we've needed to get better at all year, was working inside out. And we can clearly see that when we do that, good things happen. So I think we need to keep forcing it inside and working off the post players, moving backside, cutting. We need more movement around them. And yeah.
Freedom.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See ya.
Do laundry. We're on the road for a week.
Coach, in the first half, going to halftime, 9 players played, all 9 players scored. On a day like today, how great is that just for everyone to contribute, not just on the defensive end, but on the offensive end? And how fun is it just in the huddle knowing that everyone's contributing?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of your starters and your leading scorers, because now teams can't just focus on 2 or 3 players. So we have quality players come in, on our bench, and it was really good to see how they were able to really be balanced in their attack. When players were open, they weren't rushing it. They were playing through their shot like we like them to. And then post player, I mean, when we play through the paint like that, just like Janae and Jenna said, we're really tough to defend because we have shooters all around the perimeter, right? So spread the floor that way. One-on-one, we like our chances in the post when they're scoring, and then teams try to adjust to that, and then once again creates great spacing and offensive flow. I thought our team did a really good job of executing offensively as well. Tried to simplify some things. Some of the play calling in the Ball State game was on me, and not clear and concise communication. So I needed to get better at that, and I thought today was much better as far as their execution on the offensive end, and it led to that balance in scoring.
And obviously, you don't like to look ahead, but knowing that you have 2 on the road next week, how important is it to get back in the win column before hitting the road.
Oh yeah, it's huge. I mean, like in this league, you have to do everything you can to take care of home court, and then you got to steal some on the road. It's just a tough league. Like and the league overall, the league is better this year in that we've got a lot of teams that are much improved. We're getting ready to play two of those teams on the road this week in Central and Miami, but Western Michigan had really been hitting their stride and were playing well. I was nervous about this game based on how they've been playing, and so it was really good for us to get this win, and hopefully we can follow that up with more really good performances like this.
Yeah, so in terms of like physicality and effort tonight, it seemed like there was a lot of loose balls, a lot of fouls. What can you say about the physical effort tonight and just the physicality of today's game and how you guys handled that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first half they kind of let us play through that, and I thought our team did a really good job of handling that. We talked about that the last few days in practice. We have to be better at dictating play and being more physical. And not allowing things to happen to us. So I thought we did a really good job of responding to that. We had some two really good practices leading up to this, and that just carried over into the game. So I thought we did a good job. We played physical enough, right? We committed some fouls, but that's part of the game, and it was good for me to actually see some of that happen rather than letting things happen to us.
And then obviously an issue against Ball State earlier in the week was turnovers and self-made mistakes. Hopefully you guys really clean that up this time. Offense looks a lot less clunky, a lot more smooth. Refined.
Thank you.
What can you say about the improvement going into practice and just the product that you left on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, once again, I think this team understands that this conference plays a process, and you're going to have some off nights. It's how you respond to that, and then try to reduce the number of off nights that you have as you get further down the line and closer to March. So, I'm going to be really curious to see how. Okay, we had a really strong performance today and a win. It's going to be really important for us to be able to continue to start moving in the direction of significant consistency as we move towards the end of January and into February. So that's what we'll be looking for. It's a grind. The conference is a grind, and there's times that you're a little bit off and you got to respond.
All right. And just any quick thoughts you have on Eastern Michigan?
Oh, Central, up at Central Michigan, yeah, Central, yeah, up at Central Michigan. Once again, a long road trip in January in the Midwest. Like it's what the Mid-American Conference is about, right? Central Michigan, second year for Coach Haney up there, and I've seen, you just watching them on film, you see the improvement and how bought in they are to what she's doing. They've been in a lot of games and won some, obviously, and are playing tough, and then when we go up there, we're just going to have to make sure that we minimize our mistakes and once again try and steal some on the road as we're coming up this week. Appreciate it. Go Flashes.